friends, welcome to the Loripalooza Crochet Podcast, episode 110. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our cat Daisy, and I love to crochet. That is my first love. I love to knit. I've been doing more of that recently, so that's very cool. You can find all of that yarny goodness on my social media, which is linked down below in the description box. All the patterns that I talk about, all the yarns that I talk about will be linked down there as well. And so, welcome. Hello, I'm glad you're here. New subscribers, I'm glad you found me. And returning viewers, welcome back. So, life stuff. Shall we just get into it? I don't know what's going on with my hair. It feels weird. Shall we just get into life stuff? Because, anyway. The big thing, of course, is work. For those of you who are new, I work at a nonprofit school for special needs children, and we also have an adult day center for special needs adults. And I work with our donor base kind of thing, help plan events, all of that. And we've been doing a major restructuring of our department. And we finally got answers. I mean, this has been months, like since March, trying to figure out how this is going to work because people have shifted positions and all of that. And the answers that we got are not what anybody wants, except for one person. And it's really just to stroke his ego. Is that the phrase, how it goes? It's really just for him is what it is, and it's very frustrating. And I had a coworker, like, she was just like, I'm just letting you know I'm looking for a new job. I was like, okay, I understand, I totally get it, but at the same time it's like, no, don't want this to happen. But I'm still plugging along, trying to get this big event planned. I am the only one on the committee left from Elam's side. It's a committee of all these other ladies, older ladies, and like, I don't like confrontation, especially with these ladies. Some of them intimidate me quite a bit. And so when they're like, oh yeah, we need to do this, I don't push back. Whereas if I'd had somebody else with me, I would have been more comfortable in pushing back. So there's a lot of things that I've got going on, especially in the next couple of weeks, that I'm like, I wish I'd said no. I wish I had said, no, we cannot do this. I'm only one person. So yeah, if you think of me, pray for me in these next few weeks. It's just been a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, a lot of tears. Which then, like, we found these answers out, and then Sunday was my birthday, and I was depressed. It was just not a good birthday. Yeah, and it was a rainy day. It was just gloomy. Tried to make the best of it, but you know, just sometimes you just can't. So anyway, that's why I like to celebrate all month long. So since my birthday was a bust, I'm gonna go celebrate on other days. It's my plan. So that's what I'm doing. I did get to go see Barbie again, which I was very excited about. The Barbie movie is so good. This time I asked a girl from church. She had said that she liked it. I was like, do you want to go see it again? She's like, yes. And I was like, awesome, let's go. And she's like, do you want Ryan to come too? And I was like, if you want him to come, we can invite him. But if you just want to be a girls' night, it can just be a girls' night. She's like, no, let's invite Ryan. So then we also invited her brother as well. So we just, yeah. And Ryan really liked it. He thought it was pretty good. So anyway, as you will have already seen, I did go out and buy a Barbie because, you know, I just wanted one. I've been seeing all over TikTok about people buying a comfort Barbie after going to see the movie. And so every time I go to Target or Walmart or any other shop that would have Barbies, I looked at them. I was like, I have a certain one that I like, an image in my head of what I wanted. Did not find it, but I can always buy extra clothes for her to fit what I want. Anyway, so this is the Barbie that I got, which you saw. She has a purple dress, which is awesome. She does have flat feet. I got a Barbie with flat feet. I didn't realize it till after I got it. And this arm doesn't move. It's always bent. Which I'm kind of like, meh, it's okay. But anyway, purple dress. And then, of course, she has all these kitties. There's two teeny tiny ones. As I show you their back sides. There you go. So there's two teeny tiny ones. And then there's a gray one. Whoop. And a white one. And then an orange one. Which I'm kind of glad none of them really look like Dixie, which that would bother me a lot. Dixie's our cat that passed away a year ago. We just had the anniversary of that right before my birthday as well. So anyway, but the main reason I got this Barbie doll was because she came with a ball of yarn. I was like, I need this. So, but she comes with a really small brush. I think it's to brush the cats. But I was using it last night. I was kind of brushing her hair a little bit. And I forgot how like it falls out so easily. So yeah. So that's my Barbie. Not sure where I'm gonna put her, what I'm gonna do with her. But yeah. Ball of yarn and all. And speaking of yarn, let's get on with the yarny goodness, shall we? I have one finished object to show you. And it is my Barley Light hat by Tin Can Knits. Again, I'll link the pattern down below. I decided to I had made this hat once before. This is my first version of it. And this is the big mistake. So, in this section here, you are supposed to have garter stitch. And I just did reverse stockinette the entire way. So, anyway, so basically I just purled every row. And you're supposed to purl every other row to get it to look like this part here. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. Nobody knows about that except me. I mean, my coworkers aren't gonna know about that. It's fine. But then I was like, I really want to make it right. I want to make it proper. So that's what I did. I finished this, and then I realized I used the wrong size needles, and I used the wrong stitch count, and it was just way too big. So I frogged the entire thing and started over. The yarn that I'm using is this beautiful purple and blue. This is Allegheny Fiber Arts in the colorway Blueberries. And here is my finished hat. So last time you saw, I was here. Yeah, so I did quite a lot. I was like, I'm really motivated to finish this. So here you can see what it's actually supposed to look like. And then I just love this color, how it turned out. Oh my gosh. And it just matches my hair so perfectly. The stitch marker here says, I love my local yarn shop. Because I do. Anyway, so yeah. So this time it fits. It's a little slouchy, which is fine. I don't care. But yeah, I am loving this. So excited. Now, I'm not saying that I wish summer to go away, because summer is my favorite season. But yeah, I am looking forward to wearing this come fall and winter. Makes in progress. I have 3 and a design in progress to show you as well. So we'll start with knitting, because I'm still working on these socks that are living in this bag. It says sock maker extraordinaire. These are socks for my husband Ryan. They are so much bigger than what I normally make for myself, so we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. So the yarns that I am using for this, I have this Valley Yarns Huntington in the colorway light heather gray, and then I have this Oink Pigments in the colorway Plum Drum Weekend. Yes, my husband is a purple fan as well, so very lucky that he likes purple. So here's where we are so far. So I've turned the heel. I am now, last time you saw I was here, so I am, I think, 20 rows up the leg. I want to have them try these on again before I, just because I was like, maybe I'll just go 20 more rows and then do with a cuff. I think that'll be long enough. I don't know. Of course, he's like, make them as long as my dress socks, and then I'll just wear them to church. And I was like, those are so long. So I have been getting motivated to get more stuff done, just because I'm tired of having so many projects on the go. I say that now. Don't hold me to that, okay? So anyway, so the pattern that I use is the basic toe-up sock by Wendy Progner-Geckner. That's what got me started on my vanilla socks. I do them 2 at a time, obviously. This sock is the shadow wrap heel. You will find a tutorial for that from Denise from Earth Tones Girl on that. So I'm happy. I'll be happy when these socks are done. But like we say, you pour your love into things you make, right? So that's what I'm trying to prove to my husband. I love you this much that I made you socks. Anyway, and speaking of socks, I started a pair of socks for my birthday. That was the one thing that kept me happy. I was like, I cast on a pair of socks on my birthday. I am doing a different pattern this time. It is from Socktacular. This is from Knit Picks. My cousin sent this to me a while ago, and I've always wanted to do like a lacy sock. So I am following the basic recipe of a vanilla sock, but then I'm doing this pattern here, the 4-leaf clover pattern. And I started to get to that point. So I photocopied that pattern, and then I put it in my little pattern keeper. And I have these magnets that move up and down, all of that. So that's been really nice as well. So you want to see? Oh, they're living in my Rapunzel Tiana bag from Kalisha from the Quirky Monday Craft Cast. The yarn that I'm using, I'm only using one color. It is from Knit Circus Yarns. Is that the name of it? Do I have the band? I do. Okay. So it is Knit Circus Yarns. It's on their Greatest of Ease base, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It was a set of 2 cakes, total of 75 grams. So it's not quite a full skein of yarn, and the colorway is called Whirlwind Romance. Let's see, this one shows what it is. So it's a gradient yarn, and so it starts with purple and then goes through pink. I bought these little, they're called skein coats. I'll tell you more about those in a minute. just because I didn't want them to unravel so much in my bag. I had debated about starting one in the pink and one in the purple and doing them reversed, but then I was like, nope, I want to do them both in the purple, or have them, we'll start in the purple and then go up through the pink. But oh, here they are. So start with purple. Love how those are turning out. So here is part of the pattern. You can kind of see my finger through them. It's kind of hard to see. Can I show it? Oh, I can't even really see it there. There. Oh, there's a better picture, I think. So yeah, I'm learning some new techniques knitting. Very excited about that. So these are just going to be this one color all the way through. And obviously it's a gradient color, so it'll change. So these skein coats that I got, this is what they came on. So it was wrapped around this. It says never come unraveled again. This is from the Etsy shop Precocious Knits. I will link all of her stuff down below. But the ones that I got are, I got this purple flowery one, cute butterfly there. And then I got this rainbow cats one. That's so cute. Yeah, so it's skein coats, and then it has Precocious Knits on that side. Okay, so let's shove everything back in there nicely. Let's shove them nicely. Alright, let's make sure they're facing the right way. Okay, needles in, zip close. Nice. Okay, then my other, for my yarn, don't want to lose that. My crochet project that I'm working on is the Siri shawl by Hannah Sigmund from Cozy Cottage Crochet. It's a really, really easy pattern. Love it. I've been loving it so much. It's living in my Wonder Woman bag and also in my yarn bowl that my dad made me. So the yarns that I'm using, I'm using a Lion Brand shawl in a cake in the colorway Wind Chimes. So it's this sparkly blue. So pretty. And because it's such a big cake and I don't have a skein coat for that, I mean, they do make them big enough to hold, excuse me, a mandala or something like that. But it fits perfectly inside my yarn bowl right now. So I just kind of have been leaving this on the coffee table next to the couch that I always sit on when I'm crocheting. And it just sits there, and then as I'm working on stuff, let's work on a couple rows of this. Great. So this is where I'm at so far. It's a real easy 2-row repeat. And I'm just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger as I go. So, if you want to see, of course, because this is more of a boucle yarn, like, yeah, you can't really see the stitches very well in this, but this will be nice and pretty when it's done. And it's something I can just sit and not have to really like think about, because my other crochet project is my design in progress, and I have to think about this all the time. It's very mind consuming. Although I think I'm to a part now where I can just be like, okay, this is where I'm at. So, you ready to see it? It's been living in my chitingi bag. This is made from a chitingi that I bought when I lived in Africa when I was 7. So this is, I just turned 43, so this is quite old. So in here is my Rainbows and Feathers shawl, which is inspired by Josephine Baker, whom I love. So the yarns have been discontinued, so I'm not going to even show you. This is pretty much just my practice shawl. I have some special yarn for this when I actually make it. But this is me like, okay, let's just see, how does this look? So it is huge. It's huge. Like, huge. So last time you saw, I was, where was I? I was here. So I've done quite a bit more. I decided to try just doing one row of shells, and then I decided to try doing a row of shells and then making it straight instead of doing these chains with these big holes, which I like better. But then, like, can you really see the rainbowness of the rainbow shaped of this versus this? And then I was also trying chain 5 instead of a chain 3 for this corner, and I do not like how big those holes are, so I will definitely stick with the chain 3 over here like I have down here. Maybe I don't know, maybe I should do 2 rows of the shells and then this. See, again, I'm just so yeah, this is just practice for me to see how it's like I had this vision in my head and it's not turning out how I wanted it to. So, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, I am loving this. I really am, even though it's frustrating me so much. I think once I'm done, I will definitely vote on whether I like it this way better or this way better or this way better. Can you tell the difference between the 3? I hope you can. And speaking of my own designs, I have several designs. I have a Ravelry shop. Actually all of my designs are based off of a woman that has really inspired me, whether it's Jane Austen or Marie Curie or Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Love them all. Josephine Baker. So I decided I needed to have another version of my Petite Curie shawl, which is my Marie Curie shawl. I call it Petite Curie because she developed a mobile x-ray vehicle that her and her daughter would travel around the front during World War I with this x-ray vehicle to x-ray the soldiers to figure out where the bullets were and all that. Saved many men's lives. So this is what my Petite Curie shawl looks like. It's an asymmetrical shawl, but lately I've been wearing it more like a scarf. I love this hot pink. It's one of my favorite things to wear. So I was like, you know what? I need to have another version of it. So I have started a shawl. Did not like it at all. Did not like how it was working up. So I reclaimed that yarn, frogged the shawl. It's like, you know what? We're gonna do something different. So these are the yarns that I'm gonna use. And it was funny trying to cake this up. I'd forgotten, like, I had cut the yarn several times for this shawl that I was working on. So I'd be like, oh, I'm done with another small section. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited about this. So this is, hold on, I have the balls. I have the yarn bands in here. You hear my stitch markers in there. This one is Essence of Autumn in her prairie sock, and this is called Hibiscus Tea, which I just bought some, so I should probably brew some. Let's have some hibiscus tea. That sounds delicious. And then this one is Emma's yarn, It's 100% superwash merino. Does it have a base? No. Beautifully Basic, I think, is the base of it. And this one is called It's Your Birthday. I figured it's Loripalooza. I should be working with this yarn. Although, I don't think I'll get, because I was going to have it be this part of the yarn, or the shawl. And that's the end. So I won't get to it in August during Loripalooza. But it is living in this cute bag that was made for me by my friend Jill, who I'm hoping I might be able to see next weekend. I'll talk more about that in a second. Other projects that I'm going to start soon. I decided I was going to make Christmas presents for my coworkers. And especially if my one coworker leaves, I need to have it done so I can just be like, before she leaves, I can be like, Merry Christmas. So, I found this pattern. It was on Facebook. I was like, this is so cute. It's a knit pattern. So I will definitely be trying new stuff, which I'm very excited about. It's called the Udon beanie. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, look at how cool that is. Oh my gosh. So, the yarns that I am going to use are living in my Chicago yarn curl bag. I went and got the needles and everything I need for it. I have pom-poms and everything. So, the first one I'm going to start, because she might be leaving, I'm going to start this one from my coworker Gina. It's a King Cole Subtle Drifter Chunky in the colorway Mustard. And was it this one? I think it was the brown one, because I have a gray and a black pom-pom. Anyway, so I think this is how, I have a picture of it. I have them grouped how I wanted it. The other one I'm going to do is King Cole Big Value Poplar Chunky in the colorway Silver Lake. I think I'm going to give this one to Tara. And then Beth is going to get this purple one because she loves purple too. This is, again, King Cole Big Value Poplar Chunky in the colorway Sweet Lavender. I think the gray one was that, yeah. And then the black one with gray. Yeah. I think that will be perfect. So, I actually may start this, start these hats today, if I get a chance. If I get a chance to, but yeah. So there's that. Okay. So most of you know that my local yarn shop is closing. And I think today was like the last day I could go. I know they're going to be open next weekend, but next weekend I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going up to the the Michigan Fiber Festival. My parents live half an hour away from the county fair where it takes place. It's in Allegan County, county fairgrounds. So I was like, I better go this week and go say hi to Yax and Rue. So I did, and got a picture of us together. Without this yarn shop, I wouldn't have met these awesome ladies. Not only them, but like other ladies that I met through our knit night there. And I'm very sad that it's closing, but I understand there's medical reasons, there's a whole bunch of other reasons, but their indie dyed yarn is still going to be going on, so you can still get RMR yarn if you are wanting that. They said they're going to be at shows, so I'll link their Instagram. That's where they announce where they're going to be a lot of the time, so if you want some RMR yarn, go check them out. And speaking of RMR yarn, I had to buy a couple more skeins. Well, I could. So most of you know I'm trying to get away from so much fingering weight yarn. I want to get like thicker, squishier yarn. Although fingering weight can be squishy too. But I got this. So it's on their DK base. Let's see. It is 100% superwash merino. It's this gorgeous pink speckly color, and the colorway is Rosita. So, not sure what I'm gonna do with this yet, but I've got it. And then I was looking at their bulky, chunky yarn and debating between this one and another one. I may go back and get the other color too. I don't know. So this is 100% superwash extra fine merino. It's bulky, chunky yarn, and again, it's called Liston Violeta. I'll translate that for you. All their colorways are in Spanish. So anyway, but I love this purple. The other one I was looking at was like a gray, and it had purple and red speckles in it, which is very different. I've never really seen those combinations together, so I'm still thinking about that color. We'll see. And then I thought, you know what, maybe I should make myself a Udon beanie as well. So I need a chunky or bulky yarn. So I found this one, Universal Yarns Uptown Bulky. There's not as much yardage as in the King Cole stuff, so I had to buy 3 of these just to make sure I have enough. But this is 100% acrylic yarn. It's an anti-pilling yarn, so it's like really soft and smooth. So I figured that would be really, like, this would make the stitches really stand out. So anyway, so I have enough for a hat for sure. Maybe have extra, I don't know. So that is all my stuff. Like I said, next weekend I'm planning to go to the Michigan Fiber Festival. So if you're there, look for me. I'm not hard to miss with my purple hair, especially in the sunlight. It really glows. Anyway, so that's all for today. I will talk to you later. God bless.